Hello, everybody in Psych 182. My name is Adrian Vieta, and I just want to start off by saying what I saw as the strengths and weaknesses of A Class Divided. The first strength I saw was that it was being conducted by their teacher. The teacher is someone that they are used to and comfortable seeing every day. And that's why I believe that they asked the questions they did so honestly and responded the way they did so honestly. I think if it had been conducted by a stranger, they wouldn't have responded the way they did as honestly or asked the questions they did. And the second strength is that it was being conducted in their classroom. Their classroom is somewhere where they go to every day and spend most of the day at. They spend more time at their school, than at home. So their school is somewhere they're comfortable being. And some might even describe a classroom as a second home, which is why I think they responded so. Another reason why they responded so honestly was because they felt like they were in a comfortable environment, a second home. Uh, the weakness I would say is that the debriefing. I don't know if Jane Elliott spent. I don't think she spent as much time as she should have. I, After everything they experienced, you could clearly see in the video that it took a toll on them. And yes, she debriefed and explained how it was just an experiment and how what did they learn about discrimination. But I don't know if they truly were able to differentiate between it being an experiment and reality. Because I know me personally and anyone who has been ever bullied, those comments they don't hurt anymore. For instance, I was bullied over having big ears, and those comments don't bother me anymore. I don't cry about them anymore. Uh, if I don't they don't hurt me anymore, but I do remember who said them and when they said them. In the same case as the children, I wonder if this could have affected them growing up. Maybe they would have. Maybe they felt like they were less, or they deserved less, or they deserved to be treated poorly because they had brown eyes, or because they had blue eyes. Vice versa. I feel like they could have grown up and thought that they were superior because they had blue eyes or brown eyes. So I don't think as much as attention was placed on counseling or some kind of treatment. The first thing I found interesting about it though was how easily they were able to adapt to this. These children were in the third grade, and chances are that they had taken previous classes together. Kindergarten, first grade, second grade. So they've known each other for a couple of years now, and some of them refer to each other as friends, and some even as best friends. And they were still able to treat each other so poorly and disrespect each other. Uh, And it took a matter of seconds, I mean, if moments, that Jane Elliott told them that this group was better than this group, and they believed it. They were deceived so easily. So that was very interesting. And for them to still call each other best friends and treat each other that way, that was very interesting. The second thing I found interesting was how Jane Elliott's interest in this subject, because during the civil rights movement era, the targeted group were minorities, more and specifically black people. It was the black community. And Jane Elliott, being a white Irish descent woman, she could have easily had said, "Why should I care? This isn't my battle. This isn't my fight. Who cares what happens? I'm still a white woman. It won't affect me. You know, I'm still able to go to the best restaurants, study in the best schools, and live in the best neighborhoods. So why should this matter to me?" But as the famous poem by Martin Niemöller goes, first they came for the communists and I did not speak. And it goes on giving list of groups. And if you go and read it for yourselves, it pretty much teaches us that none of us can The battle can't be won alone. These battles have all been won because we've been in union. The civil rights movement, it couldn't have been won alone. It We needed the help of the white Americans in equality for for the LGBT community. It couldn't have been won alone. We needed the support and help from heterosexual men and women. The Holocaust couldn't have been won alone. We needed the help from other countries to come in. So just like anything, we need the help of others. And just because we don't pertain to that group, that doesn't mean we shouldn't care or shouldn't bother to help. Jane Elliott was a white woman, and these were black struggles, black issues. But she still knew that it mattered, and she tried teaching these children that, and which is something that should be taught. And if anything, that should be the message of this video, is that even if you're not gay, or if you're not black, or you're not Latino, or you're not a woman, that shouldn't matter. These issues are still issues, and if maybe they won't affect you, but they're affecting the people around you. And that's all I have to say for this video. I just want to say thank you for watching, and have a great week.